asking for Johnson, saying it would be a big win for the Republican Party. The president-elect opposed the sale of U.S. steel to Japan's Nippon Steel, and so does President Biden, who today blocked the $15 billion merger, citing national security and supply chain worries. The president and the First Lady will visit New Orleans on Monday, where mourning continues for the 14 people who were killed in the New Year's truck attack. This is ABC News. Seattle's only all-news station, Northwest News Radio, 97.7 FM and AM 1.
already added self-service kiosks, and using digital menus provides flexibility and the option to quickly change prices based on demand. Other models include brick-and-mortar restaurants teaming up with food trucks, or ghost kitchens that keep their customers in a waiting room for carryout.
I'm hoping we find the technology. I'm hoping we find a service model that people say, okay, this is the kind of thing we can accept. But at this point, I don't know what that is.
The Washington Hospitality Association is compiling these ideas as part of an educational primer for its members.
We're actually putting together a video series for operators to see what people are trying and doing.
The Hospitality Association says the current business model isn't working and predicts that if a majority of restaurant owners in Seattle stay on the current course, it's likely that somewhere between 4 to 9% will end up going out of business by the middle of this year.
I think you're going to find a fascinating economic study in 2025.
Of course, it is possible that a lot of these experiments will fall flat and be a big turnoff for customers and be strongly opposed by restaurant workers. Still, though, change is coming and the dining experience is likely to be very different.
That's Global Force Story. We'll check the traffic and weather in 90 seconds. Hey, Mom, I've been meaning to talk to you about some new COVID information I saw online. I read that 3 out of 4 adults in the United States have a high risk factor for severe COVID-19. And black folks like us with certain conditions like diabetes, heart disease, mental health conditions, or being 50 and older are at high risk. Boy, you sound like a commercial. I'm just saying. I know you love your ginger teas and essential oils. But remember, there are treatment options for COVID-19. I promise, if I get sick again, I'll call my doctor to ask about my options.
Take care of your car, and it will take care of you. That's why Tom Herrer always recommends cleaning your fuel system with Dr. Injector FSM.
Fuel injector tighter.
Good stuff.
Oh my goodness. I got a 2002 Kia, just turned 170,000 miles on it. Put that stuff in it, and I'm telling you, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, FSM is reasonably priced. As good as there is. I wouldn't tell you it was good if it wasn't. Dr. Injector FSM. Available at your local Dr. Injector store, Amazon, or eBay. DocInjector.com.
With permits and timelines, right now is actually your best time to call MasterDeck, so you can enjoy that new custom deck before next summer. For a limited time, MasterDeck will help you save up to $7,500 off your beautiful new deck. From design to completion, the award-winning team at MasterDeck builds dream decks of all shapes and sizes. Get that outdoor living space built before next summer and save up to $7,500. Start your project now at masterdeck.com.
44, time to check the traffic, something we do every 10 minutes on the force. From the High Performance Homes Traffic Center, here is Libby Kay.
Oh, we've got very wet roadways, and so even though we're lighter than usual, it's just been kind of slower, and we've got some problems. The northbound side I-405 has been heavy from Maple Valley Highway and packs up beyond Lake Washington Boulevard. It's somewhat of a break to push to get toward I-90, but north of there, you'll be slow again. The crash at 4th Street is still sitting there off on the right shoulder. A lot of residual and almost for delays that continue through there. The northbound side of I-5 is okay out of Tacoma, up through Federal Way and Des Moines, even through SeaTac. You're still slow, though, just beyond Boeing Field. Up toward the I-90 area before here around West Seattle Bridge, we had a broken down vehicle, so once you get beyond the West Seattle Bridge, Spokane Street area, you'll start to lighten up somewhat. You're okay on southbound I-5, a little busy through Linwood. I say a little, really not so bad, passing Lake Ballinger Way. I-405, heaviest right now, right around State Route 522. We had a crash in Enumclaw. Looks like it's still blocking the right lane, southbound Maple Valley Highway and southeast 416th Street. And Silverdale, northbound Highway 3 at Trigger Avenue is also reporting a crash now. That's Northwest Traffic. I'm Libby Kay.
Sponsored by Rapid Radios. Their instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage with no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com. You'll get an extra 60% off and free UPS shipping. Forecast sponsored by Northwest Crawl Space Services. Scattered showers this afternoon. The freezing rain continuing in the mountain passes. Highs in the upper 40s. Tomorrow, a dry start to the weekend. Then we'll see rain and wind develop by the afternoon hours. Highs near 50. What's left of the rain on Sunday morning, then it should be dry Sunday afternoon. Partly sunny skies both Monday and Tuesday.
The Northwest's only all-news station, News Radio 97.7 FM and AM 1000, where the News Watch never stops.
Great to have you with us for the Friday edition of the Northwest Morning News. Tim Hull is our editor. And I guess off this morning, I'm Brian Calvert. The U.S. Surgeon
until after a patient dies, but that could be about to change.
Was this your soulmate?
Definitely.
For Sue, a blind date 56 years ago with a football star at Dartmouth named Jack Heidbrink led to a lifelong love. She proposed to you right away?
On the first date, yes.
Jack and Sue married and had 2 girls. Jack became a teacher and football coach.
He was a role model for everyone.
But in 2014, things began to change.
He would forget where he was going.
A disturbing diagnosis followed.
Every doctor told us to solve him.
In November of 2022, Jack's family gathered to celebrate his 80th birthday. 3 months later, Jack passed away. His family donated his brain to the Unite Brain Bank. What doctors discovered here stunned Jack's family.
He had full-blown CTE.
CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, a degenerative disease caused by hits to the head. It's changed the game of football and our understanding of the risk of head trauma. Jack's CTE is stage 4, the most severe. Do you believe that it was tied to football?
Definitely.
While there's no way of knowing for sure, Jack's symptoms were on full display for years.
Speaking with the families is crucial.
Dr. Jesse Nez, co-director of clinical research at the CTE Center at Boston University, began to zero in on behavior to determine whether CTE, which can only be confirmed right now by dissecting the brain, could be diagnosed before death. For that, he turned to the families.
We got together and said, this can only help.
Jack's family agreed to fill out questions about his behavior. Their answers, along with those from hundreds of other families, led to this comprehensive report by Dr. Mez and his team, revealing unique behaviors by people with CTE, including
Being impulsive, having a short fuse, kind of flying off the handle.
more pronounced than in Alzheimer's patients. Identifying these behaviors and combining them with neuropsychological testing and MRI images, Dr. Mez says, could lead to a breakthrough, diagnosing and treating CTE.
Knowing the pathology is crucial for designing research studies to treat CTE in the future.
Did I hear you correctly? Treating CTE?
Of course, I mean, that's the goal.
For Jack's family, helping achieve that goal is perhaps the most fitting legacy for a husband, father, and extraordinary man.
Helping matters. It gets everyone to the next level.
I'm Dwayne Pullman.
It's existing. Nicole's here with your money news this morning.
Shipments to China of foreign branded smartphones, including Apple's iPhone, fell by roughly 47% in November from a year earlier. That's according to government data. Calculations from the China Academy of Information and Communications Technology showed that foreign brand shipments decreased to roughly 3 million units from roughly 5.7 million a year earlier. 12-ounce bags of market-size broccoli florets sold at Walmart stores in 20 states are being recalled after random testing found listeria in one sample of the product. That's according to the FDA. The product was sold in Michigan, Washington, Idaho, and more. That's your money now. I'm Nicole Murray, Northwest News Radio.
On Wall Street this hour, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 272 points at 42,665. The S&P 500's up 64. The NASDAQ up 284.
Miss a little, miss a lot. When news breaks, we break in. The Northwest's only all-news station, 97.7 FM and AM 1000, where the news watch never stops.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage with no subscription ever. Business owners can keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping. Wesley Financial Group is not an offer.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare
industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-656-1155. That's 800-656-1155. 800-656-1155.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group. If you're worried about flooding in your crawl space or standing water around your home, let Northwest Crawl Space Services be your first line of defense. Learn more at nwcrawlspace.com.
Tingling and numbness or burning pain in the feet or hands are warning signs of peripheral neuropathy. For years, Sound Pain Solutions has helped thousands using our innovative, narcotic-free approach. Now we're excited to introduce our most powerful treatment yet. I'm Dr. Mark Shelley, a chiropractic physician and functional neurologist at Sound Pain Solutions. We've discovered a new bioelectrical treatment that produces remarkable results. Studies show 85% of neuropathy sufferers report a 50% reduction in pain. Our new therapy can reduce pain and regenerate damaged nerves. It's performed by medical providers and naturopathic physicians. It's a breakthrough treatment that has changed the lives of thousands who suffer from nerve pain. At Sound Pain Solutions, all our therapies are non-surgical, FDA cleared, and narcotic-free. Learn if you qualify for our new neuropathy treatment. Schedule a free consultation by visiting soundpainsolutions.com. soundpainsolutions.com.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of big vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use it directly. Keep out of reach of children. 65 Americans a day die by gun suicide. Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammunition. Help stop suicide. Learn more at infamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
It's 8:54 and time to check your traffic. We do that every 10 minutes on the 4s. From the High Performance Homes Traffic Center, here is Libby K.
Very wet roadways and a lot of delay. Watch out here now for some additional slowdowns on the westbound side of State Route 512 as you approach I-5. There's a stalled vehicle. Was in the roadway. I think they already got it pushed out of here and even off the right shoulder, but just a little slow as you come past Steel Street. We also briefly had a crash on the northbound lane to the Valley Freeway at State Route 410 there in Sumner. That got cleared out. Just a little slowdown as you merge there. And as you continue north on 167, no real delays until you get on toward I-405, which is fullest northbound from Maple Valley Highway up beyond Lake Washington Boulevard. The crash north of I-90 by 4th Street is still there on the right shoulder. Some of that delay is starting to thin out somewhat. You're still a little heavy, though, trying to get beyond that earlier accident scene. Looks okay now. Northbound I-5 in Seattle, you're still a bit heavy from Mid-Boeing Field up beyond I-90. There was a stall earlier by the West Seattle Bridge, so that explains some of that additional slowdown. Silverdale, we had that earlier crash northbound Highway 3 at Sugar Avenue. Looks like that got cleared out, and right now you're down to a single boat service right now out of Mukilteo. That's Northwest Traffic. I'm Libby K.
Sponsored by Rapid Radios, their instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscriptions ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free UPS shipping.
Everyone says that saving money is the most important part of retirement planning. But is it really? My parents had plenty of money, but it didn't make their lives any better after their health failed. I didn't want this to happen to me, so I went to a retirement planning seminar with elder law attorney Rajiv Nagayach. It really opened my eyes. I learned that retirement planning is about more than just saving money. You need a plan for the money you accumulate, and that plan needs to be focused on the right goals. That was the missing piece for my parents, and it was the missing piece for me. Now, I have confidence that my financial plan will deliver the kind of retirement I want.
There's a free retirement planning seminar with attorney Rajiv Nagayach near you. Bremerton on January 7th, Federal Way on January 8th, Bellevue on January 9th, Puyallup on January 11th, Lacey on January 18th. To register, visit lifepointlaw.com or call 253-838-3454. That's lifepointlaw.com or 253-838-3454.
Northwest weather is full of surprises. The Como forecast team prepares you for disruptive weather that'll impact your drive, your plans, and your safety. Combining decades of forecast experience with the latest Doppler radar technology to track our region's rapidly changing microclimate. Every morning, the Weather Now bar gives you the information you need at a moment's notice. And every night, Como's hour-by-hour forecast prepares you for exactly what you'll face tomorrow. The most accurate forecast from the team that knows the Northwest. The Como forecast team, only on Como News.
Is for over 20 years. Join us on January 9th in Bellevue for our annual economic forecast with Connor Lokar of ITR Economics. With his quick wit and depth of knowledge, he successfully educates